Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best monitors for MacBook Pro.
Starting at number 5.
ASUS ProArt display. If you're looking for a budget monitor for your MacBook Air or MacBook Pro, check out the ASUS ProArt display PA278CV. Although there aren't many USB-C monitors available at a budget-friendly price, some good options are still available, but they tend to have a lower 1440p resolution than the Dell S2722QC. That's the case with this monitor, and because of its lower pixel density, text isn't as sharp. However, it's still great for productivity as it features a USB-C port with 65W of power delivery, which is enough to charge a MacBook Air but not most MacBook Pros. This monitor has incredible ergonomics, making it very easy to adjust to an ideal position. It's designed with content creators in mind, as it has an extremely accurate sRGB mode, so you won't have to calibrate it if you work in that color space. However, it doesn't support HDR, which is disappointing if you're a video editor and need that. If you want a monitor that does support it, the Gigabyte M27QP is another 1440p option that performs well, but its USB-C port delivers less power.
Coming at number 4.
Dell S2722QC27. If you want something simpler and don't want to spend a ton of money on the Dell U2723QE, the Dell S2722QC is a great choice to get as a lower mid-range monitor, and it often goes on sale. It's a lower-end model than the U2723QE, so it has a smaller USB hub and only one USB-C port supporting 65W of power delivery. While this isn't enough power for MacBook Pros, it can still charge your MacBook Air while you're using it, and it has two USB-A ports if you want to charge other devices. It works well with macOS, but there are some reports online of people experiencing flicker with M1 Macs, which could get distracting if you experience this issue. Besides that, the high 4K resolution helps deliver crisp images, and the monitor has decent accuracy before calibration if you want to use it for casual photo editing. However, it doesn't have an sRGB mode like the U2723QE, so some colors look oversaturated in that color space. It also gets bright and has even better reflection handling than the U2723QE, so it's a great choice if you want to use it in a well-lit room.
At number 3.
Dell UltraSharp U2723QE. If you don't like ultra-wide displays or simply prefer something cheaper, check out the Dell U2723QE. With a much smaller screen than the LG 40WP95CW, it isn't as good for multitasking, but you still get the same sharp text clarity thanks to its high pixel density. It has many features, like a massive USB hub with 3 USB-C ports. One of them supports DisplayPort Alt mode with 90W of power delivery, enough to charge some MacBooks or at least keep the battery going while you're using it. Another USB-C port is used for the KVM switch, allowing you to control two sources with the same keyboard and mouse, which is helpful for productivity. It has a dedicated sRGB mode that makes it excellent for content creators who don't want to calibrate their monitor, and it displays a wide range of colors in both the sRGB and Adobe RGB color spaces. If you find the 27-inch screen too small and want something bigger, the 32-inch Dell U3223QE is another alternative that performs similarly. Still, colors in HDR look undersaturated with that monitor, and it costs more for a minimal difference in performance.
Number 2 of my list.
LG 40WP95CW. If you like working with multiple windows open simultaneously, an ultra-wide display like the LG 40WP95CW is a good alternative to the Apple Studio display. It has fewer features than the Apple monitor, as it doesn't have a webcam or mic, and it isn't as bright either, but it supports HDR. It's a great monitor to use with a MacBook Pro as its 40-inch screen has a wide 21:9 aspect ratio, so there's plenty of space to open multiple windows next to each other. It has a 5120 by 2160 resolution, So while its pixel density isn't as high as on the Apple monitor, text still looks very sharp. Its impressive connectivity makes this great to use with the MacBook Pro or MacBook Air, as it has two USB-C ports supporting Thunderbolt 4. They deliver 96W of power, enough to keep MacBook Airs and most MacBook Pros fully charged while you're working. It also has a picture-by-picture mode, which is great if you want to connect multiple devices simultaneously, like if you work on a Mac Mini and MacBook simultaneously.
And number 1.
Apple Studio Display. The Apple Studio Display is the best monitor for MacBook Pro that we've tested. It's a newer monitor than its main competitor, the LG Ultrafine 5K, and it's a cheaper alternative to the high-end Apple Pro Display XDR, which is meant for professional content creators. While the Studio Display has fewer features than the Pro Display XDR, like the lack of HDR, it's still a great monitor. It has exceptional accuracy before calibration thanks to its outstanding sRGB mode that you can only access with a macOS device. It also delivers high pixel density thanks to its 5K, 27-inch screen, meaning text looks incredibly sharp. It has an impressive selection of additional features, including a built-in webcam and microphone. It also includes 4 USB-C ports, but only one of them supports Thunderbolt 3 to connect your laptop. Lastly, you can get it in different variants, as you can get the standard fixed stand, a height-adjustable stand, or one without a stand if you want to mount it. You can also choose between a glossy or matte screen finish, and you won't have issues in a bright room no matter the screen finish you choose, because it also gets bright.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.